Yeah, man. So we're gonna totally transition from basketball, and we're gonna kind of talk football, right? But we're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers has his post. Gratitude is the wine for the soul. Go on, get drunk. Then it's followed by here's some Monday night gratitude for some of the incredibly special people in my life with some pictures from the last beautiful year. And he talks to Shailene Woodley, who is his they we
Was his fiance
was
apparently.
his fiance. Apparently they broke up. I don't know. I don't really care. But he just gives it thanks to her. He talks to the guys on the team that he hung out with. And then, he's spreading love to just pretty much everybody else. And there's a wide array of comments, man. And then if you dig a little bit deeper and you listen to the Pat McAfee interview, you found out that he just came off of a 12-day cleanse. If you give me a second, I'll tell you what kind of cleanse it was. Um, it's a panchakarma cleanse, and it's kind of complex. It's kind of weird to me because I'm just not into stuff like that. But then if you further listen to the interview, he kind of just says, "Yeah, at the end of the year, I kind of do this to reset myself." And Aaron caught a lot of hell for this, and what I've just come to accept is that the sports media is just never going to put their arms around Aaron Rodgers when he starts to talk about the things in his head because he doesn't give you quarterback speak like Russell and just say go Hawks. He's into other things, and God forbid a high-end athlete have interests outside of the damn sport, you know. And he's also just into some weird shit. He was talking about some of his Buddhist friends that he talks to. And I'm not to say that that stuff is weird. I shouldn't say weird. It's just alternative. It's not mainstream. So oftentimes we're quick to judge people because we don't understand them or we just don't want to accept it. And it's like, dog, it's some guys who end the season and they pound beers and pack dips and watch fucking basketball and lift weights. And we go, that's an all American guy. Aaron Rodgers is reading books and doing these earthy cleanses and hanging out with people who have other interests from us. And I think that's all it is. It's just a lack of understanding and acceptance of Aaron Rodgers because he won't fit into the box that everybody has for him.
He's definitely a different kind of guy. I mean, I think Aaron's great. I mean, obviously on the field, you know, but even off the field, I thought that he would have been a great replacement um, for Jeopardy. I really do. I thought he was good from what I had seen. I'm like, he's got the candor, and Aaron Rodgers is already kind of a prick.
Yeah.
He is. He is a prick. I mean, think about it. And here's me bringing up the Falcons again. When they beat us in the playoffs that year, that run was the year when he was doing the championship belt thing. He was doing that shit a lot. Every time he scored a touchdown or the jumping up and like doing that, like kind of like he's like kind of doing that, but he's really just doing it with one arm. That's what it
Mhm.
always looked like to me. He just is kind of he's a cocky SOB. And they won that year, obviously. Then he never got back. But the post itself, the first thing I took away, I thought retirement more than I'm leaving Green Bay. It just the way that it was worded and him talking about the past year and then he said to my teammates, past and current, you are the icing on the beautiful cake we call our job, football. The friendships that we have will transcend our collective time in this game. And I am so thankful for the role that each of you have played in making my life that much better. I love you guys and cherish the memories we've made. That line in itself, it just seemed so retirement-ish to me. And I know that he wouldn't want to do that because if Aaron's arrogant like people think he is, I highly doubt that he would want to share his Hall of Fame year with Tom Brady, knowing that Tom Brady would be the headliner and he wouldn't. So if people believe that he's as arrogant as he is, then that kind of would throw it off because why would you? I mean, I guess it would be cool to get inducted with Brady, but at the same time,
Brady's coming back. What are you talking about?
well, and then there's that part of it too. Um, but obviously, even for a guy like Aaron too, it's not like he's somebody he's not going to catch any of these records that Brady has. He just, he got off to that too slow of a start, and then he's gotten injured a little bit in his career. He just, he'll have that touchdown ratio one for sure, for sure. That's all his. But like, and he's not going to get the rings. Even if he won one more, two more, he's not catching Brady. And so, it just felt real retirement-ish to me. But I think, I guess we'll see. I mean, he came out on McAfee the very next day and said that there was no decision, but I guess he just felt the need to thank the people in his life. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
A lot of people
right.
don't just randomly thank people,
And we should do it more, man. And he
I
was
appreciate you, you know that. Like,
appreciate you too, man.
yeah. And so
He
it
was
doesn't happen
drunk.
very often.
He was drunk, coming off of a cleanse, probably just going through different thoughts, and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. And on the McAfee interview, some things that I really liked about it was he talked about how his fiance kept him centered throughout throughout those 2 years. He's like, yeah, there's no coincidence that I've won back-to-back MVPs and we've been together these 2 years. And Cowherd has really beat him up about not being married and not having kids and being almost 40. And there is a balance aspect to having a woman in your life. I have a woman in my life, and having her makes a lot of things easier to do, because I can bounce ideas off of her. You just have that outlet, to keep you balanced and keep you centered.
It's your own kind of personal support system in itself.
Exactly.
And I definitely would agree that being in a relationship, that those are one of the positives of it, and I think that even for a guy like him, I mean, look, if he might not even want to have kids, who knows? Like, some people don't want kids, and so and then you got to look too deeper with the guy like Aaron Rodgers. Even though we don't know much about it, we know that he doesn't talk to his family either. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that being that great and like people loving you, like the media kind of talks shit about you, but like your fans definitely love you. Like, they love you. The league has respect for you. Like, what I mean, you earn their respect, but then now you got this thing where your brother's he's a TV guy. Like, he's on TV, and your parents, like, these are open comments that have been made that Aaron doesn't talk to us. And they're like, then people are like, well, what's that all about?
Well, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people didn't realize too. I mean, I know it was said a little bit like that, but people used to say that Kobe didn't talk to his family either. And so, and I don't know how true that is, but I know that there was the thing about his mom selling his high school stuff or whatever, and he did not give her permission, which I would be mad as fuck about that too. Yeah. I probably would not talk to my mom just because I'm rich as fuck. You know what I mean? But like, and I just know what the importance of mom is. But like at the same time, for Aaron, that's another part of it. So it's just kind of like, he's really, that's why he didn't thank them in this. He thanked the people that he's around on the daily. Like I said, his fiance or ex-fiance, whatever, his woman in his life, his teammates, and his friends. That's big thing for him. So maybe he was just a little drunk because he had been sober for a little bit and he'd been collecting his thoughts.
I just appreciate athletes like Aaron Rodgers. To LeBron's big quote, more than an athlete, somebody who just is a deep thinker, a wine drinker. And
you over here giving us Drake bars?
That's
deep
Wale.
Thinker, wine drinker.
That's Wale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like something Drake would say. Then again, I don't really listen to Wale.
Oh man, this is from off More About Nothing. But
not all slight work. Shit
no.
like that.
But